feel the message and the connect between us and with all them. When we live in a family, when we live in a group, if we have any bad thought, we have any attitude towards someone, even though we try to be nice outside, but the other person, if he or she is sensible, he can feel that. The same thing on the plant, on the tree. We think that it's not the living being, it has no feeling, but that's not true. You can do the test. You have 10 different spots of flower, of tree. You live in different place in your house or in your office. The way you water, the way you care for each one differently, the result coming out totally different. One plant you water, but you don't pay attention to that. Okay, it will come out totally with the one you water and you say nice words to that. You appreciate that. You praising that. And the other one you water, but because you say you are too bad, you don't give me any flower, you are too ugly, it will die out. That is only the plant. So the same thing with all the fruit, the vegetable, the grain we eat. If we not appreciate, they can have the feeling, they can receive the message, the signal. And if the force collect strong enough, someday it automatically run away. So it doesn't matter how much money, how much power we have, we still don't have ability to get close to the food. So that's true, and that happens to a lot of people, especially when their karma, when their bad condition will collect in time. I have a lot of friends. They are the millionaire. They have the whole many different stories. Have a friend, but just only one night when the flood came over, the next day he stayed in the middle of the water, so he had to wait for the rescue people to get him right. So same thing for everyone in any country. When we not really appreciate the food we eat, we not treat it well, okay, we don't have an opportunity to see it again. So that is some thing we need to keep in mind when we select, when we treat the food we eat. And the other thing, a lot of people question, because nowadays it's hard for everyone for they have enough money to buy all the organic food, and it's impossible for everyone to have organic food. So can we still use the inorganic or the not clean food or not? Yes, the question is definitely yes. But we have to be smart and we have to think about this. Like the human being, we are living in the pollution environment now. We eat a lot of food, no good. But why? Someone gets sick, the other still healthy. Because we have our body have a capacity to accept, to transform, and to eliminate. Right? That is one of its function, and it has to do every day. And then also we have ability of adaptation, of natural selection. We have capacity to build up, to strengthen our immune system. So if the toxin input overwhelming the body capacity, and then that person gets sick, the same thing lies that happen for the plant or the vegetable, the fruit. When we throw chemical, fertilizer, insecticide, or whatever into the air, into the soil, the plant know how to select it to its root, right? And it has to convert all of that into the sap, that means the blood of the tree, to nourish the tree, the plant, and the fruit. Even though we give the organic fertilizer, if we water the tree too much, right? Consider that it is good food, but if we do too much, the tree still die, right? So and then on the other hand, if we keep the tree consider no good, inorganic, but it has a capacity to accept, to select, and to transform into a good substance to nourish its body. So for in certain situations, if that too much, the tree may die, or one branch may die. Or if it's not too much, it has a capacity to accept, to transform, and then to manufacture. It becomes the sap, the nutrition for the tree, for the fruit. But some of that, for example, you have an apple tree, right? In 100 apples, we may see a few of them have some dark spot, some have the disorder, abnormal shape, because all of that they don't have the full capacity to transform, and the toxin be accumulated in that spot. But the rest still okay. It looks like in the whole community, we living in the same condition, we may eating the same food, but whoever have a high adaptation capacity, whoever have a high immune system, have a strong immune system, that group will still live healthy, strongly. The other group, they may get sick, or a few people get sick or get weak. Same thing. So when we know that, we're not really worried when we don't have ability to yield 100% organic or clean food. The only thing we just need to keep in mind that we should select and yield the fresh one. Eliminate the damage, dark spot, because that is where all the toxin is accumulated. And also, if we want to eliminate or extract all the bad energy in the food, we can dip it in salt water for about 10 to 15 minutes depend on that in the short term or long term product. For the long term product, we don't need to eat long, 10-15 minutes enough. For the short term, okay, we need 15 to 20 minutes to extract or draw out the bad energy, the bad chemical in that. And also, by using combination of the organic and not cleaning, not 100% good food, we let our body have an opportunity to adapt or to get in touch to some chemical or some toxin at the lower level, and that is a way to vaccine our body to strengthen our immune system, so it has a capacity to deal with the pollution heavy when the environment really be polluted. If we live and we so absolute, we say, okay, I need 100% clean food, clean water. Slowly, our immune system becomes weaker and weaker, and we cannot fight back when the condition is no longer good. That's why you see most of the Asians, they have a stronger immune system because they have to expose to the environment. It's much more hassle than the Westerner. And even though for the Asian, when they come overseas for a while, and then their immune system become weaker, and when they come back to Asia, they eat the same thing like before, they drink the same thing like before, they get sick right away, because they don't have an opportunity to expose, to vaccinate their body. So that is a way of vaccination. This table will give you an idea of the food. It can form acidic environment, and the food can create the alkaline environment in our body. In Asia, we usually base on yin or yang, but for the Westerner, it's easier to base on the acidic or alkaline condition, because the same thing, it almost most of the food create acidic environment will have a yin capacity, and most of the food create the alkaline environment will have a yang capacity. And when the scientists and the medical personnel, they compare, they will see it have some connection. When our body fluid become alkaline, our immune system becomes stronger. Our ability to fight back the foreign substance stronger, and our body become more balanced. For whatever reason, our body fluid become acidic, our immune system will become weaker. So this is one kind of table I will send out for you to have a reference when we select the food for cooking. But again, when we apply it into the daily life, we have to take in many different considerations. Like for example, when we give the example between the potato, carrot, and the radish, if we base on the depth or the direction of growing, we will see the radish is the most young, and the carrot is the second, the potato is the bottom or the most young. But on the other hand, when we compare that into the color system, the carrot now become the top, the potato second, and the radish become the bottom. So the same thing in here. Sometimes when that substance, for example, the lemon, or vitamin C, it will consider very acidic, or the tomato is very acidic. But when we use it appropriately into the flesh, it can convert, or it can stimulate our body become alkaline. That is the first thing. So when we know about the Buddhism philosophy, we not get stuck to any extreme, and we have to use the middle way.